I'm going to say, well, go ahead, man.
Are we? Let's go. Let's go. We're starting it off.
This is
That's
so
how
bad.
we do things. This is going to be
so
so bad. Welcome, everyone, to the Sunday night shit show. It is me. It is Tree. It is 5 Points Vids along with Urinating Tree. We had a day of football. We had a sad day of football for me.
No, it's a fantastic day of football. What are you talking about? I'm just going to say one thing, and I'm going to ask you an honest-to-God question. And you don't have to answer it since you do have it now. Do you miss him yet? And I'm going to say this nonstop until you figure out if the answer is yes or no. Do you miss him? Come on, man. Dude, with how bad the G-men were doing? Oh, brother.
I actually really miss Tom Coughlin right now. Like, I really miss Tom Coughlin. Right now, I would take first-year Ben McAdoo. This is spiraling out of control bad. Daniel Jones looked so terrible today. He was like 22 of 41, like a 50% completion rate. He only threw, let me call up the stats. I'm so unprepared here. Okay.
I have it
22 of 42, 186 yards, two INTs. The one time they got good field position, they recovered a fumble. It was on the 30 or something. They end up kicking a field goal. Next drive, they get down, they get within the 30, holding, sack. They end up punting. Yeah. Then there was another drive in the second half. It was 3rd and 15. They got an incompletion. What did Kayvon Thibodeau do? He stuck his hand in the offensive lineman's face. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Minnesota went on a 99-yard drive and fucking scored a touchdown and basically put the game away when the Giants were supposed to get off the field. It's like nothing has changed since last year. Literally nothing. This is all we did last year was blow games that we had a chance at least competing with or making it close. And then this game, they just go out and show you that they're the same old Giants from last year. And Daniel Jones is never going to change. He is literally never going to fucking get his shit together. Like his reads in the middle of the field. Oh, you're going to show me some film? You're going to show me some film?
I'm trying to find this.
Okay. You're trying to find a clip? I don't.
Yeah, but apparently
dude,
I could.
If I were to,
I mean, that is the pick six. Like,
yeah. The pick six to Van Ginkel, who is incidentally the player that injured him last year and injured his neck. Here it is, right here. He's.
Now you see, like he's reading the screen the whole way.
Okay, yeah, it's a bubble screen. He telegraphs it, and it's a poor play call for one. And number two, he just throws it in Van Ginkel's fucking breadbasket right here. He cuts across. Oh, go ahead. Say what you will.
Here's my real question. Like, if Van Ginkel doesn't get that pass, you have 3 blockers right here guarding one man. You have a linebacker going nonstop to Wandarius Toney. Wandale Robinson. I call him Wandarius Toney.
Wandarius Toney.
As I said, it's just he's down for a 3-yard loss. Oh, Jameson Williams got a big touchdown. Let's go.
Back it up just a little bit right there. Back it up. Look how quickly the defender is on him right here. Who's that linebacker right here at the line of scrimmage? Look at the pass. So even if he completes the pass, right?
Yeah,
the
that's
tight end. I think
9.
that's number 9.
My
Bellinger.
Question, look, you have 3 blockers guarding one man.
Mm-hmm.
One man. You should have a guy blocking him and maybe a guy blocking him in the here, and then you can cut inside and maybe gain 5. But my question is, this is just terrible execution. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this is I mean, even with the pick six, the play call is terrible.
Right.
So maybe you have the 3 Stooges right here. Manny Moe and Curley trying to block one man. And you have a linebacker going to hell. This is a 3-yard loss.
Yeah.
As I said, do you miss him yet?
The other thing that's really disturbing is Jones is like 6'4", 6'5". He should be throwing over that guy, okay? Like that is the point of being 6'5", is so that you can see over the line. Like that pass is just not even in a good spot. That's like,
just an easy pass. That's the thing. It's not Daniel Jones. But the thing is there, like, if he lofts it, guess what? That linebacker is going to be right on him. That's a loss of 4.
Maybe
it's
if
a
he
bad
gets
play
it there,
call.
Wandell could go around to the right, but he's still only going to gain 5.
But if you're going down to the right, you still have 3 guys maybe out there. As I said, you have 3 guys blocking 1 guy. You have 1 blocking here, maybe 1 there. But you still have this, and you have this guy right here. Do you try and pull down?
No.
But even then, you're wishing for like what?
No, you just don't call that fucking play there. And that was a critical moment. Like if they score a touchdown, they're back in the game. They had just stopped the Vikings, and they were in a position to at least get within a score. And that happens, and that was the game right there. It was so hard to watch today. Then on a 4th down and 4th and 8, he throws a pick. This is his 2nd pick. He throws it into quad coverage. Not even double coverage. There was like quad coverage there. It is so bad.
I mean, he just got whipped up by the 26. I mean, and you look like the Montreal Canadiens. So
you gave this guy 40 million, 160 million, 80 of it guaranteed. Next year, if you cut him, the cap hit is 22 million. Like either Shane and Dable are fired and gone, or they had some agreement with Mara that this is a tank year, because what they did in the draft, taking Neighbors and not JJ McCarthy, not they didn't have a chance at Daniels, not say, well, Bo Nix would have fucking,
Bo Nix wouldn't, dude, with how bad Bo Nix was.
Yeah, Bo Nix.
Let me show you Bo Nix. Let me show you Bo Nix.
Okay.
This is Bo Nix. He is just standing on the ground with his hands like this. It's like he's being arrested at a mass protest.
Speaking of arrested.
What is this? Actually, you know what?
He Tyreek Tilled it. Mm-hmm.
He did more than that, dude. Like, what is this? Look at this.
Can you full screen this, baby?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Look at this shit. He's rolling out to his left-hand side. He is pulling a Kenny Pickett. He did this all last year. Going right into the coverage. He's going to take the sack. It's like, okay, you just eat the sack there. Eat the sack there. And he throws it backhand with nobody by him. He's trying to throw it out. I don't know what he's doing there. He's throwing it right out of bounds, and it just goes right to the guy. What are we doing?
That is the worst play I've seen all week. Is that really Levis?
Is that just Daniel Jones? What is this shit? Look! What is this? What is this?
That was terrible.
I mean, the Bears don't have a fucking quarterback. You still lost. I mean, that defense is really good, but still.
Caleb Williams.
When he saw that play, I am like this bear. I am just shocked. I'm like, what? What? Buddy.
That is not. You thought that was Bo Nix. You meant Will Levis, by the way.
Bo Nix had some bad passes too.
Bo Nix was equally bad. I think Caleb Williams threw for only like 70 yards or some shit, and
he threw for like 96.
Yeah,
96.
Yeah, so he is not exactly sharp in his NFL debut, but they still pulled it out. So now we have to listen
because their defense is really good, and that I feel bad for the Titans defense. Like they came to play, they should have won this easily, but Will Levis sold them down the river. Dude.
So the thing is, before the Giants game, I was talking to my best friend, and I was like, "Yo,
I'm actually not drunk. This is my first one."
I was like, it's going to be a long year. So today, we're looking for positive indicators. Like I wasn't even looking for a win today. I was just like, can you guys show me that things are moving in the right direction? And they literally on both sides of the ball did not show me anything in either direction. The defense looked horrible. The offense looked horrible. This Giant team might win 3 games. But luckily, well, let's talk about the Steelers, and then we'll go around the league because there is a team that is somehow worse than the Giants today. Well, 2 teams, dude. I would say.
Well, but actually, maybe
you had fun.
On what you feel like.
Yeah. Why don't you recap? You had a stream today, and you
Yes, it
can
was
recap what occurred in this.
Well, let's put it this way. What happened is Steeler football. Steeler football happened all over the place, and it was just the lovable stuff. The Steelers are pretty much 90% TJ Watt and Chris Boswell. Chris Boswell had all the points for the Steelers, and that dude was money. Like, he kicked 6 field goals. He had all the Steelers' points. They got in the red zone like once. I mean, Justin Fields did okay. Like, he wasn't setting the world on fire. He had a few big throws, but I mean, with some of the play calling, it wasn't baffling, but I mean, they did enough because the Atlanta Falcons offense couldn't do anything. Kirk Cousins, his second half was putrid. Like, he's throwing ducks left and right, especially in the second half. Let me put it this way. Your highest targeted receiver was Ray McCloud. Think about that. 7 targets for Ray
McCloud. I heard that.
Did Arthur Smith leave?
Yeah, I heard that the Atlanta PD was overwhelmed with calls because everyone was reporting Kirk Cousins a theft of over $200 million. Like, he is a bag securer. And Daniel Jones today just absolutely showed that they are thieves. They are just absolute.
I wouldn't say Cousins
diabolical thieves.
Cousins just had a really bad game. Like, they had no answers for that defense. Or TJ Watt. TJ Watt was just an animal.
TJ Watt was monstrous.
He should have actually had a few more, but like strip sacks, but they were fumbles, or they were called penalties.
TJ Watt was pretty monstrous. I thought it was funny. You didn't score any touchdowns, just a bunch of field goals. But if you had, what's his name? Who was the kicker?
Chris Boswell.
If you had him in fantasy, you're loving it. You had 18 points in fantasy. But I mean, overall, are you happy? Are you upset? Like,
I'm okay with it. I mean, the Steelers won a game. I mean, I don't know if it's sustainable. Like, it's just the Falcons self-destructed, but I mean, I can't fault them for it. Just saying. Yeah. I feel like my voice is shredded right now, though.
All right. This is, by the way, for the audience, this is going to be like a shorter show. We're going to cover both of our teams, what happened, and then we're going to go around the league, and then we'll probably read 1 or 2 super chats, but this will be like a quick Sunday night summary show. We're not going to go on and prattle on for an hour. We'll do the tier maker every Tuesday night on the dumpster fire as regular, but this is like our quick recap of Sunday that we're going to do every night of the season at 10 o'clock. So,
I mean, I may be streaming up on Sunday nights, but I'll do what I can.
Yeah. We'll try our best.
Cousins is throwing it right into double coverage here. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Brandon Brock says Caleb played like a rookie. That obviously happened. Keenan Allen dropped a TD. Bears offense really struggled. It was, but they still got the dub. Phoenix pick isn't looking bad.
I mean, they slammed their Phoenix in the car door. That's what they did.
Brandon suffered. All right, let's go around the league, by the way. Let's start that process. Brandon had a really bad day. He
actually had a decent day in the beginning. Like, the first half, they had 2 safeties and 2 field goals. That's how they got the 10 points. But Bo Nix was look at this shit.
There's another one. Yeah.
Oh no, that is Auburn Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Straight into triple coverage. Like, brother. I mean, you're older than Trey Lance. Like, you've been starting for like 10 years in college. I get it's your first game, but dude, it's like, I feel like he's just trying to rush the throw or something, or just like elevate it. He's trying to be too perfect. And like, this was multiple times, but like, dude, that is a bad throw.
It's one thing to do it in single coverage where the guy popped underneath or something like that. He threw that into triple coverage. Like, it was just a miss. It's like he made up his mind before the throw that that's where he was going, and he just. Yeah, nobody else. Yeah,
like
was
even
really
even when looking at the throw,
yeah,
they have a guy right in front of him. Like, you may have had somebody here, but you still have double coverage. Like,
and he's not under pressure at all. Yeah, there's nobody pressuring him. He's got all day.
Yeah, like
maybe he was afraid.
Maybe here, and maybe throw it low in this soft corner. But why are you throwing it here? That's already just wrapped up.
He must have just lost the players in the fucking shadows or something. Like, did he just not see that guy
It's
there?
open shot. Here's the problem. Like, it's openly shrouded, though.
He might have had homeboy to the left. Oh
Yeah,
no,
that's the
that
thing. You
slant
had
was
him right
covered.
here.
He would have had to
Yeah,
wait for that
you
slant
would
to
have had to
open
wait,
up.
but I mean, he would have had a little time, but he offensive lineman was losing time, so he wasn't going to have much time there.
Yeah.
But still, it's
That's bad. So the Broncos took the L. It was ugly. It was super ugly.
yeah. I mean, growing pains. We play the Broncos next week, and I'm looking forward to that misery.
Yeah,
And I
the
look
Steelers
forward
are
to
gonna
having
bullshit
enemy
their
with
way.
Brendan Perna.
Yes, the Steelers are gonna bullshit their way to a 2-0 start. It's fucking.
Hey, we need it with how bad our end of season schedule is. You know what? I will wave that towel. Hey. I've learned to stop questioning and just embrace the Steeler football. That's all I can do. All I can do, man.
All right, we all know what happened in the Ravens, Chiefs, the Lamar, the toe. We were there.
Yeah, oh yeah, we were
The
all there.
Eagles outclassed the Packers. Yeah, again, another L for me. I had to watch Saquon score 3 touchdowns and just run all over the Packers. And then Jordan Love gets hurt in that game. Now, the next game, the Panthers might be the worst team I have in a long time. Like, they went 1-15 last year. I think they can top that. Or
They might
1-16.
even be worse than last year, and that is
Yes.
absolutely saying.
Or
something.
2-15. Were they 2-15 last year? Bryce Young, what is he doing? Right?
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god!
Oh, dude, what are you throwing it to there, my man? He's throwing it off his back foot. It's way overthrown. Like, he may have had him if he had a perfect target, but it's just
If he was
right
good,
to the corner. Oh my god!
the safety's just like, oh, thank you so much. Like,
He just threw.
baby.
That was an arm punt, my man.
And yeah, he's like running back
Not even a
foot
good
back.
one, a second
Yeah,
time.
he's off of his back foot. Like, just no.
Actually, it's not even. It's on his front foot.
Yeah. I mean, I get he had to climb the pocket, but he should have just taken off there, you know?
No,
Like,
he didn't have much room if he taken the pocket. I mean, Chicks Gun was after him. He had a few guys. It would have been tough to beat them.
He had a guy to the left there that might have been a nice
but
little
still,
bleed.
like, I mean, if he could have dropped it if it were a touch lofted, but still, I'm like, dude, what?
They're already down 27 at this point. I don't think it fucking matters. Coach was probably, what is Canales was like, just fucking air it out, dude. Yeah, I don't know what that's gonna do, but I would say that it's gonna be neck and neck between the Giants and the Panther. Oh, that was pretty bad too. I don't think he saw the dude in the logo right there though. That might have been. He kind of hid.
This is his
in
first
the Saints
pass
logo.
of the season. He overthrew 2 guys in coverage.
I don't think it was meant for number 6 right there or 5 coming across. Was that where he was
It was
going?
either 5 or for 19.
Oh yeah,
it was one of those 2.
We don't even know these guys'
both
fucking names.
Well, one's Thielen. It doesn't matter because they're all busts. But dear Lord, like,
yeah. I would say that the Panthers. You know, a lot of people said that. What did we say would be the worst team?
I thought it would be. I mean, I thought the Panthers were going. Did I say the Panthers?
I thought the Patriots were going to be bad, and they go out and win. So the Patriots beat the Bengals 16-10. The Bengals offense.
Patriots, I thought too. Bengals
so
look like
bad.
puke. If we're looking like Bengals
so
derping
bad today. Yeah.
Let me show you the Bengals.
You got some more derp?
I got even more derp.
We got some more derp.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Oh no! He did the end zone rule
early, and he wasn't even touched. I don't know if that was a fumble or a strip or what.
Was he still juggling?
No, he caught it. That's a fumble, and this was after a touchdown got overturned. And then he derped it. That should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, and it looks like he was. Yeah, he was like trying to get ready to extend it over the goal line, and he fucked the ball.
Oh, he more than fucked the ball. He fucked that ball and caressed it. This is another fumble. This is another mess up by them.
And this was in front of their home crowd. Wow. A lot of people thought that the Patriots were going to be really bad, but they showed up, man. They held the Bengals to 10 points. The Bengals could be bad this year.
No, I don't think they're bad. I think they'll get out.
Yeah. You think so?
I think it's just like, I mean, that's the kind of loss that's going to hurt you come January, though. If you're one game out of the playoffs and you just miss it, this is the game that's going to be kicking you at night.
I like this one from Uxinator. The Week 10 matchup between the Panthers and the Giants in Germany is going to be something special. Yeah, that might be the worst atrocity to ever happen in Germany.
I mean,
when all said and done.
Dude. I mean, it's so bad. This is probably another stipulation of the Treaty of Versailles. But honestly, what I'm thinking.
What? 2-0-10 teams?
Hey, it's the Super Tank Schüssel, you know what I mean? We got to bring on the tank ball. Come on. Hey. Tank ball, baby. Dude,
I'm scared.
A German tank ball. Maybe a super tank ball.
It is so bad that we're already eyeing like the potential
Dalton versus
first
Tommy
round.
Cummins.
Yeah, the number one over. It could be Drew Lock. It could be Drew Lock versus Bryce. Who's Bryce Young's backup though? Young's gonna get hurt.
Andy Dalton
by then.
Dalton.
All right, the Texans beat the Colts. That was an exciting game.
Fun little game. That was a very fun game, if I say so myself.
I think did they pull it out at the end?
I mean, what happened was like Tennessee's offense was just crazy.
You mean Indianapolis?
Well, like Anthony Richardson's just like slipping, and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna throw it 60 yards nonstop. I mean, here's the thing with Anthony Richardson. He's very inconsistent, but then you have like that one play where it's like, oh my God, that's fucking amazing. And I think everyone does that. It's a Justin Fields phenomenon.
It is.
But still, like 65 yards in the air when he's slipping. Like, holy shit.
Do you think Fields is your guy for the rest of the year?
I don't know about that. I feel like he did okay. He was more of a game manager in that game. So I want to see how this goes throughout the season. I think with Russell Wilson, I think, as I said, both have their flaws. Justin Fields muffed a couple snaps. So I think that's going to be a real issue right there. But we'll more or less see right there.
Then the Bills beat the Cardinals in another fun game. Like there was only like one or two really close. Well, no, there were
a couple close games. I mean, Jacksonville, Miami was also a close game. But Jacksonville just imploded in the second half. Like the thing is, Miami didn't show up in the first half. It got bad, and then Jacksonville just fell apart offensive wise. Like they had a couple one big drive, and it turned into a fumble. The rest were just 3 and out, 3 and out, 4 and out, 4 and out, 3 and out. Like it was a mess. And the Miami's defense isn't exactly good, especially with how they were controlling play.
Tyreek Hill got arrested before this game. Apparently, I mean, we don't have any details. Tyreek gave a press conference afterwards. He didn't really share much. He just said, hey, thankful, that I'm Tyreek Hill. Basically, he was like, dude, if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, I would have been,
probably be in jail.
Yeah. We don't know what he was doing. Like, here's the incident, right? He's in cuffs. He was out of his
he's just getting
luxury vehicle right there. He might have been speeding or he might have done something illegal, but who knows? We don't know about that. I've only seen the press conference from
him and Calais Campbell.
Yes. And how could you not know? How could you be Miami PD and not know that's fucking Tyreek Hill?
I mean, it's more or less just an unbiased thing, but I mean, with Miami-Dade, I think the thing is too, like they have just because they've come out with a statement. Well, I mean, they're just getting active.
What did they say? Say?
Following the incident involving Tyreek Hill, I have initiated an internal affairs investigation to ensure a thorough review of the matter. One of the officers involved in the incident has been placed on administrative duties while the investigation is conducted, i.e. he's going to be an office jockey for the rest of his career, or he's getting fired.
Or no, they don't fire cops. The union won't let them fire.
I mean, as I said, they'll throw him as they'll put him in a cubicle for the rest of his career. Like he's
done. Like in The Wire when
they'll get him to quit.
Yeah.
I'm committed to transparency and accountability to my community with any situation involving my officers.
The NFL might genuinely change the Germany game. Yeah, and then Tyreek Hill goes and beats all of his projections. By the way, if you want to get in on Underdog, use the code 5 points spelled out 5 points, and you get up to a $1,000 first time deposit match. And you can also order our coffee, by the way.
Nothing wrong with some good coffee. Good coffee.
Bench warmer brew.
A lot of whoring. We love whoring.
Yes,
whoring is good
because we're whores. Look, I even wore the bench warmer brew shirt.
Only fans. Let's go.
I couldn't stand to wear my Giants jersey. You're all happy because your team's undefeated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the rest of the AFC East teams lost. But I mean, it's yep, Tyreek Hill just had his 80-yard game. So this was after the big fumble.
Oh yeah.
Tyreek Hill, baby.
That's Tyreek Hill. He's the cheetah, man. He just burns you downfield. That's what weapons do for you.
That's a Scotty Scheffler moment.
Yep.
That's the way you do it.
Oh, that's what he does.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right, the Seahawks beat the Broncos. We covered that. The Chargers absolutely smoked the Raiders. The Jim Harbaugh era begins. I think what Herbert was like average. Minshew looked good early and then kind of shit the bed late. And it was just overall solid.
Yeah. Here's your problem.
The Chargers.
You punted on a 4th and 1 at the Chargers 43. I get it. It's a conservative thing. Trust your defense. And then you immediately give up a 60-yard run to J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it. All right. Detroit's
like that is just like, what? How?
Mm-hmm. Then in the most unfortunate news, the Cowboys absolutely smoked the Browns. Scooter fired up his Twitter today. You know, he's going to.
Oh, he was doing a stream.
The Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. He streamed the game. He reacted. And yeah, Deshaun was very bad. Very, very bad.
He is 0 for 6 with 5 yards. This dude literally cannot throw a football.
Good.
You gave this man $230 million guaranteed, and he can't throw accurately. He cannot throw accurately beyond 5 yards.
What happened to him? He was good when he was a Texan.
Well, he didn't play for 2 years, and he got $230 million.
Mm-hmm. What a waste. Who has the worst contract in the NFL right now?
Deshaun Watson. Fully guaranteed deal.
Yeah, it's fully guaranteed. At least the Giants have an out. Speaking of the best contract, Baker Mayfield probably has one of the best in terms of value. He's only getting, I think his base salary is $1.125 million or something.
Well, he got an extension. Year's bonus.
Yeah. So he's a bargain. Like if he's going to play like he did today, he threw like how many touchdowns? He threw 4 touchdowns.
He threw 4 TDs. It is
ridiculous.
Fair, but still.
It is the Commanders. Don't get me wrong, but he looked like fucking first year Baker Mayfield. Like no, he looked better than first year Mayfield. He looked good. Like I was impressed by Baker Mayfield today. And then of course, he
did a lot better than Deshaun.
Yes, you had the Lions and the Rams, or they're playing right now. The Lions are up 17-10, and I've got a lot of underdog interest in there. And I need Matthew Stafford to get a lot of passing yards.
I did the underdog pick 'em, and unfortunately, I ended up losing. I did 1 for 5.
You went 1 for 5. You're not good at the gambling.
Oh, of course not. I mean that's why I don't.
I wouldn't say it's not gambling. I'm sorry. It's fantasy,
but still, it's not just that, man. It's like. I mean, I the only one I got right is the over on Justin Fields rushing yards. I did the under on Ray McLeod receiving yards, and Ray McLeod blew that in the first half.
Sometimes there's some esoteric picks, like it'll give you like a tight end that like is like a blocking tight end, and it'll be like longest reception 18 yards, and you're like, that dude is not going to catch an 18-yard ball. Like you should be hunting for those.
Sometimes that happens though. You got to be careful.
Yeah, sometimes it does, but like at that point, it's like a 50-50 chance. Magpies, man, how do the Patriots beat the Bungles trees? Please explain.
What happened was the Bungles kept making mistakes. That's what happened. The Patriots played simple, effective football, and that's the biggest upset you have since 2018. Mm-hmm. Ooh, a Shedeur to the Browns. Oh, dude, do not put that evil on us. Do not put that evil on us. They're going to the Giants. Which I'm unfortunately sad by because
they're
Dak
looking
Prescott,
at Joe Webb. Yeah, he got his bag.
Yeah, he got more than his bag, man. A $60 million deal, which we all expected. I was hoping the Giants would give them this deal. But unfortunately, Scooter's doing the thumbs up and realizing you can't pay Micah Parsons when his deal comes up after next year.
I wonder what why did they wait till opening day to get this done when they had all off season to get it done? Maybe
And they would have saved a couple million per year, because what happened was, remember, look at all the contracts that came out. Trevor Lawrence, 55 million. You have Tua Tagovailoa got around 55 million. And this is a big reception, by the way. Good Lord. DeMarcus Robinson, or sorry, that's Johnson.
Oh wow.
Have yourself a run.
Yeah.
That's 60 yards.
Just fall down.
There you go.
Nice. Wow, he's still going.
Oh yeah, he was going the whole way.
Yeah, it's crazy that Dak Prescott is now the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, but
for about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Brock
who's
Purdy.
coming up next?
Brock Purdy.
Brock
He'll
Purdy's going to get the
65.
bag. You think Brock Purdy? The guy was picked last.
But dude, here's the thing. Would you rather have Brock Purdy or Dak Prescott?
I'd take Brock Purdy.
There you go.
If it's Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan together, I'll take that. And with the cast of characters that Brock. But here's the thing: there's teams that have weapons that don't score.
Oh yeah. I mean, Atlanta.
Kevin Wong, which is the Lao Cow of the week.
Notre Dame. Easy.
Yeah, same question.
Easy Notre Dame. They paid $1.4 million to get embarrassed at home again. Dude, it is international shit on the Fighting Irish Day. I love it.
Join a fucking conference. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking 20
NBC deal. Notre Dame. I pour this out to you.
So many things, so many dinosaurs from the college football era are going away. You have a 12-team playoff now, right? This fucking shit where rankings are starting to matter less. Fucking Notre Dame, get your shit together. Like conferences, I think. Yeah, I think conferences are going to go away at some point.
I think they're going to have a couple super conferences. I think that's what's going to happen. They keep up.
Yeah, if there's some massive consolidation, they're going to be like, "Yo, we gotta do something about this, right?" And then they'll just start putting, schools in. They'll do something, but they'll start realigning. Like they'll have like major Power 5, and then they'll have some type of relegation system. I don't know, but it's got to change. It's so dumb. It's such a dumb system right now.
But I mean, here's the thing: how do you deal with the TV contracts?
I don't know. I'm not a genius. I just know that the system is so flawed and it makes no sense because there's never been, it's just a loosely governed body. I'll be right back.
All right, do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. Oh, Andrew Ullman, Notre Dame. Easily Notre Dame. Penn State always dies out when they lose to Ohio State or Michigan every year. So the Big 8, dude, I miss the Big East, which is why I could feel sympathy for the Pac-12 because I saw that happen with the Big East. Especially, when Miami, Boston College, VTech, and West Virginia left for other pastures. We lost those rivalries, and it just wasn't the same. It helped create a really good basketball conference, but football just wasn't the same.
Dude, and that's the high of the Big East. They had UConn, Georgetown for basketball. They had Seton Hall.
Oh, yeah, dude. That was a beastly. I miss mid-2000s Big East basketball. That was so legendary. Well, not just Miami, dude. You had like St. John's,
Villanova,
Georgetown, Nova.
Yeah. When they had Allen Iverson, Kerry Kittles, and Ray Allen, they were all in the conference together. That was fucking dope ass basketball.
UConn.
The Iverson era was fucking amazing.
Loaded. Pitt. That's when Pitt started to really come into its own too. DeJuan Blair.
So is Ewers not going to declare? Or
I don't know. I mean,
they're
saying
Joe Webb.
Carolina.
Yeah, they're saying.
Well,
Joe
I
Webb
mean, it's going to be Quinn Ewers, Shooter Sanders. Not after that game. Oof.
Yeah, no.
Being too hard on Lamar. The problem with Lamar is he's bad in the playoffs and in clutch situations. He tries to go for the home run ball, and it gets frustrating. Because you have to remember what happened. Like on the play before the touchdown that was, with the foot. He had a wide open Zay Flowers in the end zone. And I don't know if it was the issue with Zay or the issue with Lamar. But they missed that throw. And that would have been a touchdown to get them to 2.
Yeah.
Stafford throws a dime, but it's incomplete. Actually, this is pass interference.
So yeah, like the narrative changes if he gets, but if Isaiah Likely gets his foot in by one toe, right, and they go for two and they win, nobody's talking about Lamar, right? Everyone's talking about the hero Lamar and that he single-handedly won the game with that last second play. But because that toe was out and because he missed Zay Flowers in the end zone and he almost killed Likely the pass before, Lamar's the problem. Lamar is the issue here. When he really did make a spectacular play to Likely, it was just a toe out. And they're going to win a lot of games.
Excessive. Like the dude's just leaving. Don't boo him. Come on.
Yeah. Well,
it's $40 million a year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he played like shit. And well, here's another thing that a lot of people are not giving credit is the Vikings actually have a pretty good defense. And they had a good defense last year, even though
their secondary had a lot of issues. Remember, like they lost Mekhi Blackman, Daniil Hunter's gone. They do have a few other pieces. They brought in and Jonathan Grenard.
Yeah, but they were getting a lot of pressure up front.
Well, because the Giants' O-line has always been an issue. You have to remember that.
It's true, but like their defense played well, but Daniel Jones did not play well, and I think he kind of knows that this is probably his last year in New York.
Here's the thing: we're not really giving the Bucs hate. I think the real thing is, it's just I feel like they're due for regression. They got lucky in the second half of last year, and I think the thing too, it's that Washington's a hard gauge because they're such like a cakewalk team. That's my belief.
They were at least like the Giants versus Washington is going to be one of the funnier games. Like it's going to be
Washington wins that one. Oh,
10,
dude.
10.
Giants Steelers. Oh, dude.
10-7. Oh, God. Oh, the Rams just scored a touchdown.
No, actually, it's a holding. It's a holding call. It's getting undone.
It's coming back.
Yep, it's coming back. Holding penalty.
Coming back.
Ooh, I sat Worthy and Likely. Dude, I sat Worthy. Dude, I am so pissed because Chris Olave got nothing done. And, like, everyone else scored a touchdown besides Olave. I'm like, are you kidding me? Come on.
All right, let's preview the Jets and the Niners, and then we can get out.
Maybe so.
On this Sunday night shit show. We did not. This was not false advertising. We said it was going to be a shit show, and it's a total shit show.
I mean, I'd say it's kind of a shit. It's a sort of shit show. It's a quasi shit show. We're kind of organized. A little bit.
Shit showed. Yeah.
Little bit.
We're never organized. What are you talking about?
Oh, dude.
The
worst people. Are you kidding me? I mean, we're bad. But the San Francisco apparently is a 63.2%.
If you're at home and you believe that you can stream, like just do it. Because if me and you have an audience, like anyone can.
Oh, dude, I ramble on nothing but streams all day. Look what happened with the Giants-Falcons game. I'm just like, just ramble on about Stars Super Bowl.
Stellar.
I mean, I have some prep to it, but still, it's just.
What does your prep consist of?
Well, getting video on the segments, just making sure like everything's streamlined and smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Get the player names and the uniforms ready. Make sure that's lined up. So I do prep somehow.
Okay.
Effort up in the air, and it's nearly picked. But there's another flag. More yellow paper.
Oh. All right, let's watch this sequence here. I'm like a second behind.
And it's an offensive holding. It's coming back again.
Offensive holding. Wow, they're backing up. This is going to turn into a field goal.
And they're going to decline that.
All right, so the Jets and the 49ers, Aaron Rodgers is back. I don't think that the Jets win, but I think Aaron Rodgers, plays the whole game. I'm willing to bet that he probably has like a decent game for him coming back. Now, if the Jets somehow win,
the thing is with
you'll never hear
Aaron Rodgers, if you can get league average out of him, I think they can make the playoffs. But the question is, you need league average. And by the way, Nolan Wolf, I did want to let you know, I mean, give it a few weeks before you get excited about Sam Darnold. He has flashes like this, and the Giants just look terrible.
Okay, yeah, the Giants didn't pressure him once. They didn't sack him once.
And that's sad because you brought a lot of money in. You have Ojulari, and you also brought in Brian Burns. How did Brian Burns do?
He was okay. He made a couple plays, but the secondary was bad altogether. They looked discombobulated at times. Kayvon Thibodeau never got to the quarterback. It's like Thibodeau has games where he is either dominates or just gets completely shut down. Like he's not one of those like Aiden Hutchinsons or a TJ Watt where he's just a monster every play. Like Thibodeau was, that's Roaring Thunder. He kept getting just run down to the ground. Like I was just like, man, he's not being effective today. He didn't make a single play. Yeah, Evan Neal was pedestrian at best. Like they were all bad. Like, Andrew Thomas is the only one that really does his job, but it was ugly, bro. It was ugly.
That hurts. I mean, no hyphen Queen. Queen he had a few moments, but most of the part it was TJ and a little bit of Menka and a touch of Alex Highsmith. It was TJ Watt. That's the defense. If TJ Watt's not on that defense, they're fucking terrible.
Yeah, as long as he stays healthy, I think you're a 9-8.
Oh yeah, as I said, 9-8. We're going 9-8 Super Bowl, dude. It's it is a very limited talent team, and my question is like, I don't think Arthur Smith's the right coordinator for this job. I think they need somebody who can stretch the field a little more. But that's how Mike Tomlin wants to run the offense. He wants to run it like he wants to control clock. He wants to be able to control the ball, and that's what he wants.
But like, Fields is not a stretch the field type of quarterback. Like I think Arthur Smith is like Arthur Smith is, that meme where it's like, why do you keep giving me your hardest battles? And God's like, how are you still alive? Like Arthur Smith is like, dude, you gave me Desmond Ritter. Come on.
And now I have fucking Smith Justin is Fields. Not good with deployments though. Remember, he squandered a lot of talent in Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like he hasn't had like an elite quarterback to deal with. I'm not saying that he's any good. I'm just saying like he does have sort of an out.
I mean, remember he had Derrick Henry in Tennessee.
No, he did. Yeah, you're right. But they got, how far did they get under him as the coordinator? They got to the AFC Championship game, right, with Arthur Smith. Am I correct? With the most boring offense ever?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's the Steelers.
That's what he does.
Hey, if you don't like that, you don't like AFC North football.
Pavin Smith hit 3 home runs. Kyler Murray would rather just a kick return specialist.
Yeah, I mean,
y'all think
Marvin
Kirk
Harrison
gets
was
benched?
No, I don't think he's going to get benched. Not this.
Paid him too much money. I think Deshaun Watson should get benched.
But the problem is do they think something cost fallacy? Because the question is, you have Dorian Thompson-Robinson, you have Jameis Winston. I think honestly, Jameis Winston can at least stretch the field. Deshaun Watson, he has not shown that. I think it's time to cut your losses.
It's time to put the bakery in.
But the problem is, you fully guaranteed him a contract. I don't know what you do there.
Well, I guess he could get picked up as a backup because if he gets cut, Cleveland's got to pay his salary, basically, right? It's fully guaranteed.
Yeah, it's fully guaranteed. It's a fully guaranteed deal. I mean, that's on Haslam. And the problem is now the guy you told to fuck off, he's a capable starting quarterback again.
Yeah. Yeah. Cleveland would be better off if they had just stuck with Mayfield.
Or if they told Mayfield to just sit down and stay and heal.
Yeah.
And they would have extended him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember, they made the playoffs last year with Joe Flacco, not Deshaun.
And a great defense. A fantastic defense.
And that defense is still trying to recuperate from injury.
Yeah. A lot of players got banged up today. They're just cursed. They're a cursed team. Haslam needs to sell. Does Tepper do the stupid thing and fire Canales after? No, I think
he might fire him in the middle of the year, but the problem is the Panthers look terrible. And Canales didn't play most of his starters through the preseason, which I never understood. He didn't play Bryce until the final game. Which it's like, dude, he needs reps. He needs confidence. And he looked completely overmatched. And the Saints aren't exactly, they're a mid-tier team.
Where did Canales come from?
Tampa Bay.
So he's never been a head coach, right?
Nope, he's never been a head coach. He was from Tampa Bay. He was there for, I think, maybe a year or two. Because remember, they had Byron Leftwich there for a bit, but he got fired.
Yeah.
But he was the only one who would probably take David Tepper's money.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Who like a lot of people, a veteran coach is going to turn down the.
Well, because they don't want to deal with a mouth-breathing, arrogant fucker like David Tepper.
Yeah. And it's not a bad gig. If it's your first head coaching gig, you have
it's a fully guaranteed contract. So, I mean, he got a 6-year deal, and he's going to get paid regardless. Like Matt Rule's still getting paid by Carolina. Frank Reich is still going to get paid by Carolina for a while.
It's
So
so
David Tepper
amazing.
might be paying 4 head coaches.
Yeah, it's so amazing that these business people, like, Tepper's a hedge fund manager. These guys don't like wasting money, and they will give these ex-coaches millions of dollars. Like, it seems like they just act so dumb when it comes to their football team. Like, they don't
They act on
understand the
emotion.
rules of the game. Yeah, and they're just like, "Oh, I'll just fire that guy. I need to get
And
him
the
out of
problem
here.
is,
I'll
like,
pay
they
him."
came from the Steelers, who have never fired a head coach. Like, they want to run the Steelers, but the problem is, like, the Steelers are just the Steelers. Like, you have, I mean, Jimmy Haslam was also a minority owner of the Steelers. Then he went to the Browns, and it became a fucking shit show.
It just makes me wonder how they run their businesses. You know what I mean? Like, if they can run their teams so transparently bad, do they run their businesses barely making?
I mean, Jimmy Haslam got caught in a corruption scandal with Pyle and Flying J. So
insider trading.
And David Tepper was also always kind of like an arrogant, pompous ass. He just got rich like hedge funds.
So Canales was only his first year as an OC last year, and then he gets promoted to being head coach in basically 2 years. So he must have been like a special team coach or a quarterbacks coach or something.
Probably a position coach.
Pass by Jared Goff. We've got open field there.
Yep, by Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams is finally having a solid game.
Yeah.
Not bad.
He showed up. All right, so Tuesday night, we're going to do the tier maker where we rank all these teams on the dumpster fire. You guys know the deal. Do you have anything else you want to cover?
No, sir. I mean, and pretty much like I think we've pretty much covered nearly everything at this point. The only thing is just like Washington, Tampa Bay, Denver, Seattle, Jacksonville, Miami. We've kind of gone over.
Yeah, we did all the games.
Yeah. I would say so. I mean, as I said, Arizona Buffalo was a fun game. Houston Indianapolis was a fun game. Like the AFC South is going to be a fun division to watch.
There weren't that many fun games. It looks like this Sunday night game is going to be pretty fun. It's close right now.
Yeah.
Sean Marion says, "Hey guys, I've been feeling down and depressed these few years. Wow, I've enjoyed your content and it brightens my day a little bit. Glad we can help out, man."
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it's man, when I was young, I went through the kind of the same thing.
I went through the same shit too. I get it, man.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. It's tough, but hang in there. It'll get better. Trust me. Set goals and knock them out of the park. You got this. You got this. I know what it's like to feel a little down when you're young. That's a cool hat, by the way, too, Sean. Love it.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I was talking about Dave Canales being a Seattle QB coach. Yeah. That makes sense. And like the thing is, like, as a businessman, Jerry Jones is really good. As a GM, Jerry Jones is not good.
Yeah, but
that's the thing. He is a tremendous marketer of the Cowboys. He is really good at owning the Cowboys. He is not good at being a GM of the Cowboys.
Yeah. But they go out and they spend money that they don't need to a lot. And it always makes me, because I was part of a lot of companies that spent money like ridiculously and with no ROI.
Oh, and it's picked. So, Goff made a terrible throw.
Oh, they're beating Goff.
Oh,
yeah, I'm about to see it happen. Goff reads up the middle. No, he made the right read.
He was pretty good. Yeah. It's just a good play and just like a mistiming.
He beat him to the spot. Nice pick.
Yeah. Some tempted for Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra. Okay, let's see what he saw behind.
As I said, that's just safety. Like he was trying to like just get it there, and just John Johnson made a good read, a good jump.
Yeah. Jumped the route, and it was poorly thrown. Oh, wow! What a pick! He got his hand underneath it at the last second. Yeah.
Yep. I said that's a great play.
Oh, does it stay? Yeah, he got underneath it. There's not going to be any evidence.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. That is a clean pick.
Yeah. Wasn't a terrible throw, but like the guy just made a play. That was going to be a PBU, but it looks like, oh, wow. Wow. He snuck his fingers underneath there at the last second. Unbelievable. These guys are athletes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks to everyone for hanging out with us. We're going to try to do this every week, summarize all the games. It is the Sunday night shit show with two idiots that think they know about. I don't even know about football. Yeah. I don't even pretend that I know about football.
I'm drinking beer.
What are you drinking?
Blue Moon. Nothing crazy.
Oh, I'm drinking.
I'm not drunk. I swear. I sound like I'm drunk, but I'm not.
You've been
I
yelling.
think I sound
all
like
day.
I'm drunk all day.
You've been
I mean,
saying
dude, my voice
Steelers
is shredded.
gone to
Dude.
Super
My
Bowl.
voice is shredded.
Mhm.
And
All
I
right,
got to
brother.
do vocals for sports ball. I've been writing that out ever since.
This was a dumpster fire.
It was
Yep.
more than a dumpster fire, brother. More than a dumpster
All right.
fire.
Love y'all. We'll see y'all next
Absolutely.
week. We'll see you on Tuesday on the dumpster fire.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Cheers. Cheers, boys.